Hi guys, today I am going to review Tanla Platforms, which is one of the largest cloud-based communication service company. They are the market leaders in cloud communication in India, in the world as well. So if you see the picture, uh, you can understand what kind of company is actually Tanla. Tanla actually facilitates the communication between the enterprise and the customer through a secured cloud server that also passes through the telecom network as well. So, have you ever thought how a message from a bank or an aggregator like Uber comes to you uh, through a safe channel which is very secure and very personal, and it originates from a single location, and it is not subjected to spam or hacking issues? So so a company like Tanla Platforms actually works in this ways to ensure that the customer gets a very secured message from your uh, the company you are getting services from. And let's see the products or the services of Tanla Platform. They're into their major business into application to peer messaging, which is part of message. If you see, it's a normal message itself. Uh, like it is only sent from a cloud server to the end customer. It can be cloud server. It can be other servers too. Previously, it was not cloud server. So right now it is transformed to cloud servers. So in this, the messages can be used for password reset, appointment reminders, OTP password for any applications. Like enterprises uses it, and it is transferred to telecom network. And there are also other services like SMS firewall for telcos. And previously, when the Tanla was started, they started as a company delivering bulk messages for enterprises, serving their customers. So they have transformed from that kind of company towards cloud-based communication provider. So it's a long-term journey, and they also provide USSD based services like communication straight to the telecom computer, like using star 123 hash. Directly you are communicating with the telecom computer. So they are also doing this kind of services. And in voice, they are actually offering enterprise cloud telephony. You might have been seeing toll-free numbers provided by your bank or even other providers. So they would be having a customized IVR menu, like you press 1 for this menu, press 2 for you might have been used the airlines menu and so on. So they also provides virtual numbers. Virtual numbers are numbers which is buyed online, and it can be used for the whole world. Actually, it can operate like the customers can actually operate like a local business itself. You can actually research on it. I'm just giving you an idea. And robot dialer is like so many calls would be placed at the same time, and who picks actually calls will be connected. It is also offered to the enterprises, and there are offers like greetings, CRM integration, and so on. So the first services, their bread and butter model is from messaging. They also have voice services for enterprises, and their latest cloud-based and blockchain-enabled platform is Wisely. It is built on Microsoft Azure, which is a cloud platform. And companies can use this network using a single API, single window, just like a simple CRM software running on cloud. You think that a bank or aggregator like Uber wants to communicate a customer uh, with a very personal message, which should be safe, single origin, and the company should be able to use extensive data in order to analyze customer behaviors. This platform can help. And this communication actually includes more than SMS. It also includes email, voice services, and even messages to OTT apps and push notification as well. In 2018, there was a trial ruling that every messaging uh, should be done through blockchain technology in order to protect customer privacy and other details. So in 2018, they had a ruling. So every communication provider has to obey with this regulation changes. They introduced a platform communication stack, that is TrueBlock. It's a blockchain enabled commercial communication stack, which is mainly which is in telecom. So it protects spam calls, mobile frauds, related mitigations. So they actually developed, this is TrueBlock is the world's first blockchain enabled communication stack, and they introduced in 2019 February 26 on Mobile World Congress Barcelona to introduce it. And right now it is getting tested and it will be implemented in India. This is the picture showing about TrueBlock. Uh, it had done 1 billion transaction in a single day, so it's saying that how TrueBlock would contribute for future communication, future safe and secure end-to-end encrypted communication in the future. And because they are into A2P messages, A2P messages have a high application in Internet of Things. They already have a IoT platform which is developed by Tanla platform itself, and they have an extra advantage because they have a leadership in A2P SMS system. If you ask how A2P messages would be key in IoT systems, I would give you an example. A smart meter which is not online can be actually made to go online just by sending an A2P message into that. A smart security system which can turn off an alarm or unlock a door or activate a camera can be turned on, turned off using an A2P messages. So in IoT, the Tanla platform has a future opportunity in order to grow. So if their revenue is coming down in A2P message segment, it's a future opportunity for Tanla to grow it. Let's see two acquisitions they made in around 2019-2020, and one is Carix. It's a similar company like Tanla. They are into digital and cloud communication space. They have around more than 1,500 enterprises customers, and the acquisition was made with a consideration of 236.97 crores in April 10, 2019. Right now, Cax is fully merged into Tanla. This acquisition was very positive for the company as it increased synergy, increased operation, it improved the EBITDA margin of the company beyond 15%, which is very recently. And about Gamoga, it is a marketing automation platform which is driven by big data and artificial intelligence technologies. So, in terms of Gamoga, it actually offers Tanla platform to diversify income or revenue into digital marketing future. And they had a joint venture with said worldwide holdings Spain. Let's see the revenue sources and what are the costs involved in operations. So they have two kinds of revenues. The platform revenue coming from telecos. If a customer actually does a transaction on a telecom network using Tanla's platform, there would be a share of percentage given to Tanla from telecom because of that kind of transaction. So this is one source of income. There is also a source of income coming from enterprises because they use Tanla's platforms in order to send messages or emails to the customers. So this revenue is based upon agreed rate per communication, which is calculated monthly basis. There would be subscription based. And they also get revenue from sales of platform to marquee customers for business opportunities. Tanla has contracts with Airtel, Idea, BSNL for their fast track platform. And these are two main revenue products like message. Previously also I discussed messaging services, A2P messages, which is a major source of income for them, and international long distance from marquee clients also forms another source of income. If you take cost, platform business, the hosting charges to data center, bandwidth charges for telecom operators comes as a cost, and platform cost in terms of enterprise business, it includes the costs include transaction fee paid to third party telecom operators. And there are also costs involved in sales and marketing expenses because Tanla is right now a multinational company. So if they want to have a good marketing and sales abroad, they need to spend more. So that also forms a major part of operational cost. They also incur cost on R&D front, which is around 1.6% of the revenue. Let's see some interesting facts about Tanla platform. Tanla platform is a global leader in its domain as the largest cloud communication provider, which handles around 90 billion business communication annually. They have around 500 plus workforce all around the world. Tanla Digital Labs Private Limited, which is a self-economic on-housed entity, which actually makes products for Tanla. They works as a center for innovation for new product development into artificial intelligence, machine learning, crypto, blockchain, etc. After CARC's acquisition, the overseas revenues has actually jumped 143% high in financial year 2020, and there is a total increase of 94% increase in revenue as a result of acquisition. So acquisition has been very positive for Tanla platform. You can also see why the share price of the Tanla has jumped this much high. CARC's acquisition actually involved a term loan of 59.9 crores, which is fully repaid in March 2020. And I am giving detail about TRI ruling 2018 about the communication, voice and text should be used using blockchain technology only. This actually led to accelerated depreciation of assets worth 305 crores for the Tanla platforms. So it means that that technology is getting obsoleted, and decrease of 2017 crores in return earning happened for Tanla platform, which is not a good thing. But the company was able to withstand these issues because they developed a TrueBlock communication stack, and it's right now working very well. Let's see shareholding pattern. There is no share pledge. If you see, the share promoters holding has been increased to 41.22 from 30.63 in June 2008, from June 2018, which is a positive sign. And FIAs doesn't had any stake in 2018. They actually right now possess around 11.82%, which is a very good thing. And domestic institutional investors or mutual funds actually possessed some stake in they increased stake in June 2019, but they eventually decreased their share in March 2021, which might be the reason that they might have been thought that the share price might be more expensive, so they might have made profits by selling the shares. And public shareholding also has gone down from 16.9 to 43. The reason is very simple. The share price has been appreciated so many times, so it's natural that they take the profits. And let's see the promoter Uday Kumar Reddy, who is also chairman and CEO. He possesses around 21.17% of Tanla. He has increased shareholding from 17.34 in June 2018. And Tanuja Reddy, I suppose the wife of Uday Kumar Reddy, has actually increased shareholding from 12 to 15.50. Let's see financial evaluation of Tanla Platforms. Tanla Platforms is a mid-cap company having a market capitalization of 12,779 crores. It has a current market price of 888 rupees. You could see that it has gone as high as 1030, and it was at the low of 61 rupees. Within a year it shot up. So guys, seriously, the company was performing very well, and it's kind of lost to a profit company. That's why the shareholders are much attracted to it. Look at the PE, guys. Stock PE is 59.8, which is very expensive when compared to industry PE at 20.9, and it has a book value of 51.4 per share, and the current price is 888. So from price to book value, the share price is very expensive. Price to book value is at 17.3 times the book value of the share. The dividend yield is okay. If you see ROCE and ROE, it's very less. It's not positive, and I guess because of asset write-offs might have been actually impacted the company. And if you see sales, in past year they had a sales of 2,215 crores with an operating margin of 16.2. The reason it's the operating margin actually increased recently beyond 15 after acquisition of CAGS previously, as I said, and profit of 202. recent sales quarter of 654 crores with a PAT of 93.5 crores. It's also remarkable. And if you see in the past 3 years, there is a sales growth of 49.7, which is very impressive. Let's see the financial return of Tanla Platforms. See, the total revenue has actually jumped 6 times from 2010 to the recent ongoing financial year. It has from 366 crores to 2215 crores. And previously in 2011, 2012, 2013, see the profits, it was making too much losses, like 114 losses in 2011, 157, 147 in 2003, and from 2014 slightly the condition started getting better over years. From 2015 onwards, they started getting positive profits, and they incurred loss in 2020, but the current year it's too much positive for them, like they made a profit of 164 with a revenue of 2250. The sales growth 10 years 18%, 5 years 52%, 3 years 50%, and TTM 27%. So the sales growth in 3 years and 5 years are highly impressive. And TTM profit growth, see the profit growth in recent time 280 times. So obviously the share price growth shows the reason. So right now, let me see the EBITDA margins. EBITDA margins has been steady, but recent times it has grown beyond 15. The main reason was the acquisition, the reasons I have said. Let's see ROC, ROE, and ROA. If you see, for this company, mainly the ROC, ROA, everything is not that impressive. They made positive ROC, ROE in around 2017-18 and so on. But the recent times, actually, it's not a positive sign. One of the main reason is that they made a acquisition, and that actually, and they also had asset write-offs. So these factors might actually contribute to the low ROE and ROE and ROA figures. Let's see some about the risk factors in Tanla Platforms. Tanla Platform is technically debt-free because they already paid off the term loan availed for Cox Mobile, but company has a long-term cash facility for 50 crores. I think that they haven't used it, with a care rating of care stable rating, which is one highest rating, and they also have 25 lakh short-term facility. And we doesn't have to review much about debt to equity ratio or interest coverage ratio because the company is technically debt free. And on business risk front, there is a high concentration of revenue on A2P messaging segment, and there is also obsolescence risk because the technology is highly changing. So even the A2P messaging segment can go obsolete if there is sophistication in OTT platform, but the chances are very less. It's my common sense. And another thing is that A2P messages are used in IoT, so the prospects in IoT is high in future. So and marketing automation, because they made acquisition in Gamoga, which is a marketing automation platform. So this kind of diversification, more investment into it, we will actually help them to mitigate the risk in this segment. Let's see the valuation. If you see, the book value per share has actually decreased a lot from 2010. It was having a book value of 92.7 in 2010. It decreased to 51.4. So a lot of factors actually contributed to it, because they were a technology company. They were burning so much cash, and another factor is that some of their technology gone obsolete, and there were a lot of asset write-off. So these factors actually contributed to their lesser book value. But see the price to book value. In spite of asset written off, they had a huge jump in revenue and profits that actually reflected on their share price appreciation as well. So price to book value in financial year 2020, it was only one price to book value. From there it jumped as high as 70. So the share price has gone highly expensive, but it's a high performer. So you have to compare both in order to assess whether the stock is investable or not. Price to earning ratio at 59.8 when the industry PE at 20. Price to book value very high at 17. When I want to compare with the peers, I can compare only with Tata Elxsi and Persistent System, because Tanla platform is a unique company. You can't compare with normal IT companies. So Tata Elxsi and Persistent System, they are into IoT, so I can compare them with Tanla platforms. If you look at price to earnings ratio, Tanla Elxsi is more expensive and Persistent System is less expensive. If you look at the ROCE, Tata Elxsi and Persistent System has a better ROCE, and it has negative ROCE. So based upon that fact, Tanla platform is not an obvious choice, but it is a high performer. See another interesting fact. In 2013, it was only 6 rupees. Think that you have invested 100 rupees, it would be right now it would be around 80,000 rupees. Yeah, how much profits, guys? I mean, it has jumped too much. Before listing, they had around 300 rupees and so on. From there it came as low as 6 rupees, but recent times it has jumped steeply even to 1030 rupees, the highest. So finally, let me give you my insights about the share. Sorry, the current market price is at 890 rupees. Given its high PE value at 59.8 and overvalued price to book value at 17, stock is high performing, expensive share. I think that investors can wait for a price correction, as share is expensive. But at the same time, I will give you suggestions that it's a good company, good management, highly innovative company, and and recent acquisition actually changed their whole prospects, and it's a highly changed company. A lot of positive factors going for them, and if they invest more into IoT, it's a future technological arena. It will help them to achieve a good growth in future. The main risk is involved in obsolescence of technology they use. they already had this issue because they're already had depreciated assets. So in future also, if anything happens like this, it might affect them. So as a disclaimer, guys, I'm not a licensed portfolio manager. Have your own research, use the information that I give to you as well, but decision is yours. And give me any feedback that you think positive or negative about the video. Thank you. Have a nice day, guys.